You know what's really stressful? Finishing your chapter and uploading it to Turnitin and then seeing a huge AI detected percentage staring back at you. Especially when you know you wrote every word yourself. But somehow the system doesn't see it that way. As postgraduate students, especially those of us who are not native English speakers, we have used AI tools, of course responsibly, just to paraphrase or fix our grammar or just to make our writing flow better. But the truth is, with AI being everywhere now and students misusing it and using it unethically, universities are tightening their AI detection systems. And the sad part is the AI detection tools that are available to us normally get things wrong. My name is Lerato Kanomsa of All Things Academia, where we explore and explain all things in the academic world. As a lecturer, an academic coach, a PhD candidate myself, I use AI all the time to check my own work and my students' work, just to make sure that no one gets to trouble when it comes to Turnitin. Because let's be honest, Turnitin is very strict, and these other AI detectors can be a little bit flimsy. Sometimes they flag human writing as AI content, especially when you have written in an academic tone, using big terms and writing in a more formal style. I remember I saw a comment in one of these AI tools videos where a student vented that they actually had to dumb down their writing so that they won't get detected by these AI detectors. And I thought to myself, how sad is this? But it's reality. With these AI detectors, you really need to write informally for them not to flag your content as AI generated. Except for one, of course, this one that I'm going to share with you today. And no worries, towards the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a link and coupon code that you can use to get this tool for free. If you've been following my channel, especially recently now that I've started talking about AI and AI tools, then you will know that I love me some SciSpace. I love the SciSpace platform. I trust it and use it for my own work, and also advise the students that I coach to tap into SciSpace because it is such an awesome tool. I use it for reading, referencing, and finding literature. Honestly, it is one of my favorite research tools. So when SciSpace reached out to me about their AI detector benchmark study, I had to test it for myself. And besties, the results were wild. They tested these AI detectors against others like GPTZero, Grammarly, Quillbot, and this detector came out #1. So when they wanted to collaborate in this video, I said yes immediately, because I knew this is something I had to bring to you, especially those of us who write, then paraphrase, and want to sound academic without being flagged. So if you are anything like me, then your research process is you writing down your ideas, you writing down your thoughts, putting together arguments and supporting them with evidence, and then going to ChatGPT or Grammarly and Quillbot to paraphrase what you have written or to rephrase these sentences to sound better and scholarly. Especially those of us who English is not our first language, because English really is not our mother. So then AI becomes the difference between being misunderstood and becoming clear, confident, and academic. But here's the problem: because you have used these paraphrases, then you're wondering if this content that it has generated for you, well, paraphrasing, will be flagged as AI generated content. And many times is yes, it does get flagged, because most detectors treat language support as AI generated content. So when you are fixing those sentences and using it responsibly, you still get into some sort of trouble with these AI detectors. Then your next option is what's suggested to you, that you go to an AI humanizer, which is like GPTZero and others. And after you have humanized that paragraph, then you put it into these AI detectors and it says human written. And you think you can finally breathe because you have passed the test. But when you go to turn it in, you get flagged for high AI content. And here's the reason why. GPTZero and Zero GPT, Quillbot, and Grammarly were not necessarily designed for academic content. They are trained on general content such as blogs, assignments, and online content, not dissertations or journal articles. So then they don't understand our academic reading, the long sentences, the referencing, and the formal tone. So to these AI detectors, your well-written paragraph sounds robotic and suspicious. That's why you can get 0% AI content generated on the one detector and get 80% on the other. And this is not on you. It's just a misunderstanding of what you are writing and what these tools are understanding it to be. And this is so frustrating and leaves you with great anxiety when you are writing your dissertation or your assignment or your thesis. This is why I was so curious when SciSpace released their new AI detector. Unlike the others, this one is trained on research papers, real academic content. It understands citation patterns, technical vocabulary, and the formal tone of scholarly writing. In their benchmarking study, they have tested over 4,000 samples across 4 writing types: research papers, essays, and summaries, using 5 different AI models, including Claude, Gemini, and OpenAI O3. And the results? SciSpace achieved 96.2% F1 accuracy on research papers, the highest of all AI detectors tested. Now, I know F1 might sound a little bit technical, but all that it means is the measure of how often the tool is right, both in catching the actual AI content and not falsely accusing human writing. So with SciSpace, you get the most accurate reading of your work, and there's no unnecessary panic. Here's why all of this matters for you and me. 1, it helps you see which part of your work might get flagged as AI before you submit it. It will highlight those sections so that you can fix them early. 2, you can click within the same platform to paraphrase the flagged sentences academically, not just the synonyms, but in a more natural tone. So within the platform itself, you can go to the SciSpace paraphraser, and if you can trust the accuracy of the detector, you should really trust the paraphraser as well. 3, it can even help you to add citation or find literature that supports your claim, because in the new academic writing, the best way to avoid looking robotic is to strengthen your evidence. So the SciSpace detector is not just an AI detector, but is a confidence tool. It's your way to protect your integrity and improve your writing at the same time. And this part is so important for me because of this accuracy and this benchmarking study. I think this tool can help us build our case when we falsely get accused by Turnitin, which is less likely if you have used this tool before submitting your work to Turnitin. But in case it does happen, this is what I mean. The university policies these days, they want you to sort of like have a trail in your methodology section on how you have used AI and what percentage of AI you have used. So you declare in advance before you get caught by Turnitin. So when you use SciSpace AI detector, you can actually build your case because you can declare in your methodology that you have used a trustworthy AI detector and show how you have used the other AI tools that you have used ethically. And remember here, you are not trying to fight Turnitin, you are just building your case for integrity. And that's a big deal, especially when you are wrongly accused of AI generated content. But for me personally, the best part is the peace of mind. I don't have to second guess every paragraph that I have paraphrased myself or reworded myself, and I don't have to live with the anxiety that Turnitin is going to catch me out or wrongly accuse me of AI generated content, because I know that I'll be checking my work with a tool that understands academic English, that understands the academic styles and the patterns, because it is designed for research. And that's powerful because as students and researchers, we deserve to write without fear. So here's the takeaway, besties. AI is not the enemy. Misunderstanding it is. We just need tools that understands the difference between cheating and improving. And that's why I genuinely trust SciSpace AI detector. If you want to check your work before submitting or to just simply get a peace of mind while writing, then I've got the best news for you. Because SciSpace saw how much we love SciSpace in this channel, they decided to collaborate with this channel for this video and give each and every one of you a great deal. If you use my link, which is the UTM link that I'm going to provide in the description down below, and use the coupon codes under it, you will unlock the advanced features as part of this benchmark launch. What this does is give you the opportunity to explore and use some of the other tools within SciSpace, and not just the AI detector. As discussed in this video, SciSpace has a whole research ecosystem, and the AI detector is just one tool within this ecosystem. If you have been following my channel, then you know I like the literature review search tool, where you can just punch in questions and then it gives you the top literature that helps answer those questions, which you can use in your literature review. And in my previous video of my favorite AI tools, which I will pin up somewhere, I talk about how you can use ChatGPT to create a search strategy by giving you the questions that you can punch into SciSpace to get the literature. And in the same video, I say, please do not use ChatGPT to write down full sentences or literature review for you because it sucks in that area. But you know me, since I am research driven and solution driven, if I tell you that one tool does not work for something, I will surely give you a tool that does. And guess what? One of the tools that you're going to unlock in this ecosystem if you use this log is the SciSpace AI Agent Assist tool. Yes, this is a tool that you can use to write down those first thoughts and ideas and help you conceptualize the topic of your interest. This AI agent is trained on research and academic content, and it is able to do a deep research for you in seconds, which would normally take you a month or so to do. And because it is specifically a research tool and it is trained on research, it does not hallucinate or make up things that do not exist. So let me show you what exactly the SciSpace AI agent does. So when you log onto SciSpace, you will get into a page like this. This is where the chat box is, where you write your prompt, and this is the icon you click if you want to attach any files, and this is where you run the deep research. On the left hand side is where you find more tools like Chat with My PDFs and Literature Review Research, our favorite, and an AI writer. There is obviously many more tools to explore. Down here, you can create a PowerPoint presentation, write a report, and create data visuals. The options are endless. If you click where it says more, it opens up for more tools. But my focus is on the SciSpace agent. So in the chat box, I ask a question around my research. I'm interested in online coaching. So I ask, what does existing literature say about online academic coaching as a tool for postgraduate student success in South Africa? So I have an option to attach a file, which is a PDF if I had, but I don't have. So I just click on deep research and run the prompt. SciSpace agent is then going to go ahead and search academic databases for the information. On the left panel, it tells you exactly what it is doing and what databases is it searching for that information and what results are coming up. You can see step by step what it has done or what it is doing, which is good. So it says it has searched Google Scholars, PubMed, and starts writing down the information for you, adding references, which when you click on, you can see the whole reference, but you also have the option to read the abstract. It presents the information in a well-structured manner with a reference list. On the right-hand side is a table of sources that it has used, arranged by databases from which they come from. In the next column of those sources are abstracts of each sources. And remember, you have an option to download all these files to use later. Let's start a new chat to write a full manuscript. In the chat box, I am going to write, please write for me a full manuscript about online academic coaching as a tool for postgraduate student success in South Africa using top papers. Then I click the deep research. If I had PDFs, I will put it, but I don't. So then I run the prompt. Because SciSpace agent is very thorough, it's going to ask me a couple of questions that will help to refine my search. So then it asks me which aspect of online academic coaching do I want to focus on, if I have any geographical focus, and what is my targeted audience. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just copy and paste the answers that I think I want to focus on from the options that it has given me, and then I'm going to run the prompt so that it starts the deep search and writing the full manuscript. So again, on the left hand side is going to show you all the steps that it is taking to write this manuscript, and here it goes writing the full manuscript, including an abstract, an introduction, some research questions, literature review. This is so well structured. I like the methodology section because it includes a search strategy, and this is so important if you are writing a systematic review. So it's good that it provides the strategy that it used to write this manuscript or the literature review of the manuscript. It also includes a reference list, especially because the writing also has in-text citations with numbers that are corresponding to the reference list. On the left-hand side, you can click to see what papers it has consulted. It is quite transparent with every process, giving you agency. If you want to input something, you can also do that, especially because it has this follow-up options. So I'm going to choose the option to create visuals for this research. So it's going to go ahead and ask me more questions to clarify or refine my research like the first time. So I'm going to copy and paste the answers just like the last time and run the prompt.
So basically it's going to start creating the diagrams, which you see it's beautiful diagrams and charts, and then it's going to create a full report, which you've got an option to download together with the charts and the diagrams, and fit the diagrams in the report itself. How cool is this? There's actually so much more that you can do with the SciSpace AI agent. Basically, this tool is able to do a research in few minutes that would have at least required you 2 months to do. No joke.
I do not know about you, but this is an AI tool I can trust as an academic. So what are you waiting for, academic besties? Let's keep our researches human, honest, and confident. Click the link in the description down below and use the coupon codes under it to access the advanced feature for free, as I project to you love and grace in a way of 2 Corinthians 13 verse 14.